In this video, I will share with you 5 keyword research tips that are quick, easy, and will give you immediate results with regards to your keyword research. Welcome to SEO Frank's YouTube channel, where you'll get free SEO templates, guides, and tips. If you want to get updates, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. So the first keyword research tip I want to share with you is go for long-tailed keywords. This is especially important for sites that have a lot less authority and are newer. If you go for long-tailed keywords, they're typically easier to rank for. And if you can rank for more and more long-tailed keywords, this will help build up your website authority. It'll help your SEO efforts. And then you can start to rank for more competitive head term keywords. So what do I mean by long-tailed keywords? Long-tailed keywords, plain and simply, are keywords that have more and more terms added to them. So they're typically longer, 3, 4, 5 words in the keyword, and they're a lot less competitive, but they will have a lot less search volume involved with them. That's okay though, because the key here is the less competition. That's what you want to go for. If you're newer, go for long-tailed keywords. So here's an example. If I want to eventually rank for keyword research, this is a head term, keyword research. A lot of search volume associated with this, but it'll be difficult as hell to rank for this right off the bat. So maybe I want to rank for keyword research for blog posts. That's more long-tailed. See, there's 5 words in this keyword. It only has a search volume of 90, but it's going to be way less competitive to rank for. And you can even go further. Keyword research for YouTube, that's another one. YouTube keyword research tool free. That's a great long-tailed keyword that has even less search volume, but it's going to be way easier to rank for. So go for long-tailed keywords. The second keyword research tip that I want to share with you is don't get too caught up with the search volume metric. It is important to use to prioritize keywords. So obviously keywords that have higher search volume than others, you want to prioritize those ones, but don't get too infatuated with it. It is a little bit of a vanity metric, and I'll show you why. So let's look at the example. This is an example that hits home to me, and I think this will help illustrate the point. So I was trying to rank for a keyword, how to do keyword research with Google Search Console. So let's type that into Google. You can see Surfer is telling me that this search volume is 0 in the USA. So if you're strictly going off search volume, you're not even going to try and go for this keyword. But I wrote a blog post on this, and let me show you some metrics in Google Search Console. Okay, so I've opened my Google Search Console performance report. I've went to the search results performance report, and I'm dialing in the query, how to use Google Search Console for keyword research. Like I was previously saying, Surfer was saying this has a search volume of 0. Well, I go to Google Search Console, and in the last 28 days, I've been ranking in position 2 for this keyword. I have 23 clicks and 294 impressions. So that goes to show you the search volume of this keyword is not 0. So that's a perfect example that proves don't always trust and only go by search volume. You know, if, like I said in the previous step, if you go for long-tailed keywords, a lot of times tools are going to tell you they have 0 search volume. But if these are coming from Google autocomplete or the people also ask sections, they're not 0 for search volumes. The third keyword research tip is, well, let's go back to number 1 where I said only go for long-tailed keywords, especially if you're first starting out. Well, that's a good idea to do for maybe your first, 10 to 15 blog posts, depending on the size of your site. But don't always shy away from going for more competitive terms. Even if you can't rank for them now, sometimes it makes sense to write a blog post or an authoritative pillar page that you're not going to rank for really high right off the bat. But as you start to build up your authority, you will start to rank for those. So don't strictly go for only low competition keywords via the long tail. Mix in some more competitive terms in there. I'll show you an example. So, like I said, I wrote a blog post on how to do keyword research with Google Search Console. That's a really long-tailed keyword with very low competition. I'm already ranking number 2 for that. So, my website is mainly about keyword research. If I want to rank for the term keyword research, which is a head term with a lot of search volume, as you can see, 6,600 average searches per month in the US. Now, if I try and rank for keyword research right now, I'm not going to rank very high for it because you have a lot of high authority websites like HubSpot, WordStream, Moz, Ahrefs. There's probably SEMrush in here. These powerhouses are ranking for keyword research, which looks like it is an informational guide to keyword research. So yeah, beginner's guide to keyword research. But I should still write a blog post or an authoritative beginner's guide to keyword research on my website. I'm not going to rank very high for it right off the bat, but as I build up more authority for keyword research, I will start ranking for this. So this is an instance where you do want to mix in competitive head terms with your long tail keyword strategy for low competition keywords. So use a mixture of the two. The fourth tip is you need to understand the search intent behind the keyword before you target the keyword or try and rank for the keyword on your website. So what do I mean by this? Let's use keyword research for an example. So if someone's typing in keyword research into Google, what's the search intent behind the keyword? We kind of just went through this, but they are beginner's guides to keyword research. So this is long form content in the form of a blog post explaining to the user what keyword research is and how to do it. The user that's typing in keyword research typically doesn't know how to do keyword research and is trying to figure out information about it. So like I said, step number 4 is figure out the search intent and do this by Googling the keyword. If you Google it, you can see the type of SERP that comes up, and this will give you information into what the search intent is behind the keyword. Is it more informational? Is it more commercial or transactional? So I've got a video on how you can determine keyword search intent. I will drop a link below this video. Go check that out. But let's use another example. So like, let's say you want to rank for coffee grinders. Typing that into Google, these are more transactional keywords. As you can see, there's ads that come up of different coffee grinders. If you scroll through the results, you see best coffee grinders. So these look like commercial investigation keywords where people are doing roundup reviews of different coffee grinders. So typically, if you probably want to rank a blog post about what coffee grinders are, you're probably not going to rank very highly for coffee grinders because people are looking for various coffee grinders. They want to explore different types of coffee grinders, and that's what this SERP is telling us from Google. So number 4, very important. You have to understand the search intent behind the keyword before you try and rank for it. The 5th keyword research tip that I want to share with you is do a competitor analysis and see what keywords they're ranking for. So if you don't have a lot of fancy tools to do this, to do a competitor analysis for keyword research, then I'll show you a really quick and easy and free way to do this. What you can do is, let's say you know one of your SEO competitors. So go find their XML sitemap. So in the example of my website, I will go seofrank.com/sitemap.xml. This is the first place you should look for. Type in their domain name /sitemap.xml. Depending on their content management system, their sitemap may be located at a different URL, but always try this first because chances are this is the best bet. So go over to their sitemap. And then as you can see, mine is split into a post sitemap and then a page sitemap. What you want to do is just go look at the pages in their sitemap. This will give you hints about keywords that they're currently ranking for. So as you can see, some of mine, keyword research with Google Trends, best free keyword research tools, YouTube keyword research. Literally just from their sitemap and just from the URLs, you can probably predict what keywords they're ranking for. And what you can do is go use these keywords as some ideas if you're not already targeting these keywords. And these may help you fill the gap between you and your competitors. And you can even open all the pages and do a more in-depth analysis of them. And I could also do this with my page sitemap. Exact same thing. Another way you could do it if you don't want to look at the sitemap is just Google site : and then enter the domain name of your competitor. So let's use my site, SEO Frank, as an example. Google that, and then all the sites or all the pages that are indexed in Google will come up. And you can just do the same thing. Analyze what pages they have in Google, and you can find typically what keywords they're probably ranking for, what keywords they're targeting by looking at their title tags, their meta descriptions, and their URLs. So that's a really easy way to close the gap for keyword research between you and your competitor. Make sure to also check in the video description for additional keyword research tips that I add, as it's a pain in the butt to keep updating this video over and over as I add more tips. So if I have more than 5, I'm going to put it in the description below, so check that out for additional tips. If you found this video useful, hit the thumbs up button and consider subscribing to my channel so you don't miss any videos. Leave a comment below if you have any questions. Thanks for watching.